thoughts weave the fabric of reality. Hello, my name is Darian. I run the blog Cosmic Coherence, and today I will be talking about the 3 ways to reclaim cognitive sovereignty. And obviously this is not an entire list, this is just the most important 3 distinguishing factors that contribute to dominating your mind and coming into a space of self-ascendancy that I have been practicing lately. So first and foremost, thoughts are extremely important. I'm sure everyone can come to this conclusion in their own lives that thoughts weave the fabric of reality. The mental activity that we have on repeat, we have constantly going on within our own minds, whether we're conscious of it or not, absolutely forms the building blocks of material form. This is an indisputable biological truth of nature, that what is within us is reflected externally. Not everyone has this understanding of life, and if it is a baseline and intellectual understanding, it's still not fully integrated into our action, into our daily life, into how we orchestrate our emotional and physical realities. So, starting off, what is reality? What is life? And what does it mean to be a human on this earth? First, in my opinion, through my personal life experience, I have noticed that the infrastructure of reality is comprised of first starting off with our core beliefs, the perceptions that we hold that have been repetitiously ingrained through educational institutions, through familial influence, through media, through unwarranted propaganda, through everything that we see, hear, touch, feel. All of that sensory input is constantly being filtered through our unique lens that is formed at a young age. There is quite a bit of established research showing that until a child is 7 years old, they remain in a space of theta brainwave state, which is prominently hypnotic. Everything that they take in is being hardwired into the mental sphere, which is then going to develop and evolve throughout the course of their life. But up until that point of 7, you're just a sponge, just soaking in everything, and you take everything in as absolute, as truth. So, number 1, objective neural transparency. I say objective because it is of utmost importance that we realize that we must release judgment. We must release shame. We must release fear and any predetermined accusation as to how things should be in our minds. We have to realize that whenever we are digging through our minds and starting to become more conscious and observing these thoughts, we have to have grace upon ourselves. We have to have a deep level of acceptance. And I think that this is extremely important in this practice, in becoming a more conscious person, a more developed and refined human on this planet. So that's number 1, really starting to have that transparency in your mind and always just seeing it clearly, seeing it as it is, not desperately trying to conciliate every fraction of thought or trying to change things right away all at once, because it is a gradual process. It requires lifelong commitment to rewiring and to taking dominion over your mind and having total competency in the realm of mental disposition. And okay, so number 2, learn psychosomatic functioning. Understand what's going on. What is reality? What's going on here? We are either utilizing our mind as a beautiful servant, filling out the external world with reflections of our desires and reflections of our intended purpose manifestations, or we are slaves, absolute slaves, just bowing down to whatever it is that our mind is telling us is truth, or about the world, or about ourselves. And this has really vast implications as to how we relate to others, how we carry ourselves in the world, how we identify ourselves, the structure of representation, with everything, with family, with friends, with our own self, with our careers, with our romantic interactions. It really has everything to do with all of life. So another crucial aspect is neuroplasticity, knowing that our minds are malleable and pliable, and that all of this ever-flowing unfoldment of life is something that we have control over, and it's elastic. It is breathing and shape-shifting and moving, and we have absolute power to recreate this. And this brings me to my third and final point, which is master self-accountability. It is our responsibility, our mind, our core perceptions of the world. This is our platform. This is ours. This is our job. We have to take absolute full ownership of the thoughts that we're thinking. Pause when you're having a negative sensation or negative emotion. Where is that coming from? Identify the thoughts, and then take that power into your own hands. Dig deeper and realize, okay, this sensation is coming from this thought, and this thought is coming from a program that I have adapted into my mind through any of the things I listed earlier. It could be from school, it could be something someone said, it could be the way that we've perceived things through our life experience as a child. And as much as I like to focus on pushing myself to look towards the future, I do think it is absolutely important to also acknowledge the past, because the past holds the keys to our future betterment and to self-improvement. So you are not a victim. And if you are feeling like a victim, know that it is a choice. And I have to remind myself this every single day, that it is my cosmic duty as a part of this sacred mind, as a part of this intelligent, sentient, living, breathing universe, which is alive. I also have content about that if you want to learn more. We are creators, and it is our sovereign duty. It's our job. It's ours. This is ours to do. This is our work. This is our sacred work, to rewire, to reestablish, to rehabilitate our mind, to reconcile all of these programs, to first become aware, understand that it is what it is, and you're going to look at it fearlessly with love, because that's the only way that you can invoke change, is through an understanding of yourself on this deeper level, coming from a space where you can change it, because you understand the mind, and you understand this psychosomatic, ethereal realm of the mind. You understand your place in this world, in this big, huge, vast cosmos. We are on a planet spinning through space, and these ideas are crucial to have going on in our minds. We need to start taking responsibility, taking accountability. And I really like the word ascendancy here, because it doesn't have the kind of negative implications like control or dominate or overpower. It's coming from that more objective space. And so I will leave you with that. Know that you are powerful, that you are a incredible being. You're synced in and tuned in to this sentient framework, this infrastructure of the cosmic mind. It is completely transcending, and you have the power to change your life, change your mind, change your experience. It all starts with taking a more taking ownership, taking a more decisive role. There you go. Taking a more decisive role and having discernment and letting that trickle into all of the facets that it will flow into, which are the emotions, which are the feelings, the sensations, and then the actions and the words that we speak. Noticing those can really help us to backpedal and realize what thoughts we are thinking. So thank you. Have a blessed day, and I apologize for any noise. I'm at a city park here, so I'm sure there's some background noise, but thank you, and check out my written blog if you would like to learn more. Have a good day.